AU's going to have to find something, pull something out of the hat, and he did. You know, continued, almost got swipes there, that power half, but, you know, Harkins pulled him into that crab ride, got a little too loose, and Campos able to get his hips out and get on top.
You know, there's the old line by Larry Munson, the great Georgia announcer, about Herschel Walker. My God, a freshman. Well, to have a freshman-type win like that, you don't see a lot of freshmen be able to win in short time like he did to win the match.
No, absolutely, you're right. And, you know, stay composed and, you know, in a scramble like that, you like to see that.
Now up to the 174s as Benjamin Pasiuk for Army and Lucas White for AU.
Pasiuk in on that single. Look now in a short offense. Lucas White in on that single. This is another guy, Pasiuk. He's, you know, he watched him as a freshman 2 years ago. You know, really has a motor on him. Has great leg attacks and, you know, really gets to work on top. This is a good test for Lucas White.
Yeah, his coach, Kevin Ward, saying that Pasiuk is a freight train when he gets to your legs, and strong and powerful is the way he describes him, and it seems to jive with what you've seen from him.
Mm-hmm.
We mentioned Lucas White has a bit of a Brazilian jiu-jitsu background, and we were all kind of laughing on the call we had yesterday that Jason Brele calling kind of grippy, and he was saying, what kind of joke, he's like a koala bear. Just kind of always has that grip. And I said to him, I said, look, maybe you need to have a little plush next to you just to hold it up to remind him if he's getting a little too grippy on the mat.
Right.
Right now, trying to get back as he'll get a point back for the escape. Pasiuk.
Nice fireman by Pasiuk. White able to stay off his back there, off that finish on the dump.
Pasiuk is a two-time NCAA qualifier. Actually had a nice win a couple years back as he beat number 10 of the nation, Clay Lott, from North Carolina in his first appearance. I do remember a couple years back, I believe it was both North Carolina and Army here at the early AU event.
That's right.
I haven't seen him before. It's interesting, these two EIWA opponents. So these guys will see each other throughout the year.
Yeah, no doubt. They'll definitely, yeah, this won't be the first time these guys will get to wrestle. But thing is with Pasiuk, he's got a lot of different attacks. He scores a lot of different ways. He's really creative in his offense.
So down around 10 seconds to go as trying to power his way out. White will get nothing, so 6-2 lead for Benjamin Pasiuk as we head to the second period. Pasiuk will go down.
Yeah, we haven't seen White on top yet. Let's see if he can capitalize here, or if Pasiuk can get out and get back to his offense.
Another point for Pasiuk. Now going back to work.
Working in that short offense, trying to get round for two. And he does. Starting to break this match open. See if he starts to put on a ride and looks for a turn. As he does, he's got. Now he's going to get that bar in the back. Try to step up right leg, but Lucas White, good job. kind of keeping his hip down and needs to get that left wrist back.
Both these teams coming back to the mat after a significant layoff over the Thanksgiving break. Last action for Army at their own Black Knight Invitational back on November 20th, while AU was last in action on the 19th at the Navy Classic.
Pasiuk being methodical on top, kind of waiting, little by little, keeping that arm on that back, working that reverse cross face.
Not a good position for White right now. Uncomfortable to say the least.
Yeah, he's crunching him up right now, and he's staying persistent with it. He's going to be pretty close looking for this fall. White's got to fight off his back here in 20 seconds. And he does.
4 back points added up. So now an 11-point lead for Pasiuk, plus the riding time point that it's locked in. So he'll be shooting for a little bit more in the third period. But a very good shot at a major decision. Might be going for that tech fall or pin, or fall, excuse me.
Lucas White going to choose neutrals, try to stay off the bottom here as Pasiuk, got after him on top. He can create some offense. Hands to the face. Pasiuk.
Couple heavy hand shots there.
Now he's gonna maybe lock up a cradle. Look for more bonus. He's got the 2. I mean, here he can really take his time and lock up this cradle with it. Right now, Lucas White needs to keep that hip down, and Pasiuk overextends himself a little bit, finds himself in a bad situation. See if Lucas White can capitalize.
Pasiuk too good, but boy, did that look like going from the penthouse to the outhouse, as they say.
That's right.
On the verge of a tech fall and almost getting pinned. And we saw that in the previous match, too. A couple times these Army guys have had trouble executing a move and kind of leaving the door open.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, he had that cradle locked up. I said, he can take his time right here. He chose not to, put himself in a, decided to jump over, put himself in a bad spot. He had plenty of time on the clock. No reason to rush that. But again, it still was 15-2, so only so much can be done unless White gets to work on top and able to get a turn.
So it looks like they've added on some back points here, so this is getting a little more competitive. Still a long way to go, but White, now I think they're saying either locked hands or get too close to the neck.
I think he's got a side headlock. Maybe not anymore, but yeah, I think that's what they were looking for. But he's definitely not in a good position. Pasiuk's going to be able to get his head out here soon, I think. But there's that, go back to it. Lucas White's pretty grippy. He'll stay there.
So that'll end it. So the riding time point will make it 16 in the major decision. So Pasiuk with the 16-8 win as he puts 4 more on the board for Army. 184 is coming up after this here from our nation's capital.
Last cheers to Brad